Abrokwah, who's going to be joining us shortly here on stage, okay? A very short presentation he's going to give us, and he calls himself the chief enabler of KudiGo. I like that. He launched a new product at Tech in Ghana last year, and KudiGo, which builds solutions for the consumer retail industry, closed a $450,000 seed funding round to expand its customer base and launch new products. Congratulations, Kingsley. A round of applause again for Kingsley and KudiGo for securing that funding. He's going to tell us more about this, though. Welcome to the stage, Kingsley Abrokwah, Chief Enabler of KudiGo.
Being here today is just testament to the hard work of the entire team at KudiGo. Because last year at the same event, we launched our first product called the KudiGo Storefront. And what we said we're going to do was to empower micro and informal retailers across Africa. Now, at that point in time, I mean, we were very modest in what we're trying to do because it was a fresh product. We had not closed our seed round yet. We thought it would work. So, I mean, a lot of things could have gone wrong. But the fact that we are here today tells you that it didn't go wrong and we did what we said we were going to do. I just wanted to tell our own story of what we've managed to achieve so far and what the future looks for us as KudiGo and how we believe we can actually redefine consumer retail in Africa. So just join me on this journey. Okay. So like Kokwi said, I mean, so KudiGo is a 3-year-old company. We are an African-owned, US-incorporated startup. And what we set out to do was bring out solutions that ensure that the last-mile retailer in consumer retail in Africa has something that they can use to grow their business. And for me, it came from a personal pain point, where what you see now is because my grandma, who has run a provision store for the past 30 years, used revenue from that store to take me through school. But then she couldn't scale that business. And there are a lot of them across Africa. So we figured, how can we build something with tech that people who do not understand tech can use and in effect help them grow their business? So it was a simple mission that we set out to do. But then through that phase, we understood that as a startup, we couldn't do everything by ourselves. So we focused on a lot of strategic partnerships. One of our critical partners till date has been InterSwitch Group. And what that gave us is that we again identified that, look, we are a Ghanaian startup, started in Ghana, but Ghana was not our biggest market. Nigeria was and still is our biggest market. So right from the onset, we started making inroads in Nigeria. And as of today, Nigeria is our biggest market. We're making all our revenue there, and we just launched an office in Nigeria as well. So all that came from very clearly targeted strategic partners who we engage with along the way. Now, when you're building a product for people who do not understand tech, it's a very interesting journey. Because for me as a techie, we thought we knew everything in our head what the solution should be. Rest assured, we didn't know anything. Build a product, they didn't use it because it didn't work for them. So we had to go back to the drawing table and redesign everything to focus on the customer. Go to the market, understand how they do what they do, and figure out what channels we can engage them on. And this channel turned out to be the most simplest thing. For example, our entire call center is built around WhatsApp. And if you know how WhatsApp is, when you have multiple WhatsApp groups, that becomes a whole lot of stuff. What we managed to do is be able to connect our call center on WhatsApp to our main communication channel on Slack, so that we can sit on Slack and able to chat with customers on WhatsApp. And they feel as if we are there with them. And they love that interaction. Because if you call them, they are busy. But then you see them on their WhatsApps trying to do stuff, and that's actually what helped us get the much of user traction that we got in our product. Now, this storefront product was really designed to be very simple. It was designed to be mobile-based, only Android phones. Reason being, nobody doing retail in Africa will buy an iPhone because it's too expensive, don't put it at the store. But then they'll use an Android phone. But then what you also learn is that as their business evolved, they got more sophisticated. And they said, oh, my customers want printed receipts. I want a dedicated hardware. So again, still focusing on not increasing their cost of user acquisition and all that, we developed our solution, what we call the Smart Android Terminal, which is your normal POS machine, but then it's built on Android. And what that ensured that we cut down the hardware cost for our merchant by almost 80%. We offer them something that does everything their business needs, not just card processing. So from retail management, accounting, everything on one device that is cheap, that is battery powered. So all those issues of there's no power, there's no internet, we solve all that by just figuring out what value add we could bring on board. And also critically, when I show people this, they don't believe me. Our #1 lead acquisition channel has been Facebook. And the reason is that as a software company, as a mobile application, people normally counted downloads, but we didn't count downloads. What we focused on was to run targeted ads that we only got built by Facebook if a user actually created a business on our platform. So today, if we run a $100,000 ad on Facebook, we could probably get 500,000 new users on our platform. And we've done this for the past 8 months. What that tells me is that the problem we're trying to solve is a real problem. People are out there searching for solutions. And the best way to engage them is where they sit every day chatting and doing all those things. For that has proven to be Facebook. So again, no boring talk. The numbers tell us what we've done so far. Last year, when I stood on this stage talking about all that we thought we would do, we didn't even have 1,000 businesses on our platform. Today, we have over 3,000 businesses on our platform in Ghana and Nigeria who are using it literally every day to run their business. And that's not all. The feedback they give us tells us that the solution has been designed to fit their own customized needs. And every update we build is designed to do that. Again, we designed KudiGo Storefront to be industry independent. So you have all these various industry segments who today are using our products, which means that anybody who does buying and selling in Africa today can use our product at zero cost to them. And the interesting data metric for me is that a lot of these people are women-owned businesses, and they move the volumes on the continent. So imagine if we're able to scale this up, the impact it would directly have on their own lives. Now, for us, we focus on a lot of data because we are a data-oriented company. Now, over the past 12 months, since last year that we pitched here, transaction value we've processed over $1.4 million. As in people going to stores, buying, how much they're buying, what the cost is. And for me, the critical metric is the device I showed in my earlier screen. That device has been in the market for the past 4 months, and that device has moved over 40K US, over $1.4 million into non-cash. That simply tells me that they want to do non-cash, but you don't have the means to do non-cash. So once you keep empowering them and enabling them, they will be able to move into a real cashless economy because they have the desire to do so. And as a data company, we also understood that these people should now put all their inventory on our platform. Till date, we have data on over 200,000 SKUs on various products in the market. And I can boldly say that no single company in Africa has that much data on what is being sold today, who is buying it, when it's expiring, who's supplying it, and how all that works. So again, I mentioned about our partners. So InterSwitch, Visa, Sage, Standard Bank Group. And for any entrepreneur here, I will advise you, like, look, if you are a startup and you really want to become the biggest thing in the next 5 years, do not try to do everything by yourself. Focus on those who can help you, let them help you do it. Now, I'll be selfish if I say I did it by myself. I actually am just the PR guy, honestly. There's a whole team behind there who are working so hard to ensure that this business that we are building, this company, is as good as it's supposed to be. So that was last year's story. Now, in learning all that, this year, we are about to launch a new product called KudiGo Rapid Gates. Now, what Storefront taught us was that we have all these over 3,000 retailers. Now, all these retailers are buying from suppliers across various sectors. And these suppliers did not know anything about those retailers. What products they want to buy, when they are low on stock, they have no visibility on them. And so we started engaging with them, trying to ask them, so as a supplier, what are your pain points? It turned out that their problems go beyond knowing what a retailer is selling. Sometimes a van moves from a supplier point, and before it gets to the final retailer, they've put other products in there, done so many magic things on the road, and before you realize, something went amiss. And the sad thing is that most of these suppliers get credit lines from the FMCGs. The FMCGs get credit lines from the banks. And then they also give those credit lines to the retailers. The retailer is not paying the distributor, they can't pay the FMCG, they can't pay the banks, and before you know, there's a big credit crunch where nobody can pay anybody for what they're supplying. So we figured, how can we solve this problem? Now, for us as KudiGo, our approach was different. We didn't start to develop a product for people who we didn't know. This product we built was built with around 4 key distributors who were our focus group, one of them being Unicom Chemist. I think they are in here. And what we tried to do is sat down with them, understood their internal processes, figuring out what will work for them. So ladies and gentlemen, this rapid gauge product is simple. It's a mini ERP that will sit with any key distributor or supplier in consumer retail. And what it will do is it will first and foremost allow them to manage their internal process of distribution and sending products out to the market. It will also allow their guys who are doing the supply itself be able to know who they are supplying to, where the person is. It will also ensure that when I go to supply to somebody at Makola, the person must not pay me cash. They can pay me with any non-cash means, and my boss in the office, the accountant, will not see that transaction all going through. By this simple solution, we are going to improve visibility across the value chain. And for us as KudiGo, the vision is still the same. We want to redefine consumer retail in Africa, one retailer at a time. And we believe with this evolving of this solution, we are on the right path to growth. So I'm going to pause here. We're having a mini demo at our office in the next block. You can join us. There's free lunch, only water, and you can come and join us there. Thank you very much.